All right. Welcome back, you guys. We're doing Zhanhu today. I know I didn't upload yesterday. We might be transitioning away from a daily upload. I'm gonna still try to do it, but oh, that was unlucky. I don't even understand how that didn't work. Goes for the deflect, yes. It's on me. Thank you. Okay. Okay, there we go. Dodge attack. Dodge attack. Oh, I was about to say if he dodged that. There we go. We evaded it. Yeah, we might be moving away from daily uploads just mainly because, like, just the time. I'm still going to try to do it every day. Like, that's my goal, of course. But I've just been so stressed out trying to keep up with daily uploads that I feel like it's almost becoming detrimental. like mentally, I'm just so stressed out because I'm trying to maintain the schedule, and it's just a little too much. So we're gonna try to do it still, but we might not always, if that makes sense. Oh, reacted late to that. I'm just gonna do the side. See, that's literally the whole reason I did the side light. Rain advantage. Okay, he does that again. There we go. There we go, baby. See if he goes for the light. Oh, I couldn't recovery cancel. Okay, we're good. But yeah, it's been stressing me out a lot, and I still want to do it, of course, but I feel like I've been a little bit too hard on myself as far as the consistency goes. Excuse me. And I got a lot going on right now. And so, yeah, we're going to try to maintain it, but if I'm just, like, not posting every single day, you know, just don't be surprised. I know I kind of gave you guys, like, a bit of a, you know, I kind of worked my way into a lot of y'all's routine. Gonna light again? No? There we go. Love it. Zone him. Nice. Zone him again. Guard break. Light him. Oh, no. Guard break. Ah. Rain advantage. He does a light again. Oh man, the pressure here is just insane. It's just not guard breakable too. Why? I don't get it. You could just spam that move. People that can react to bashes will literally react to that dodge forward heavy feint, and they'll just dodge attack it. I mean, it's actually like, it's a pretty good opener. That's why I just, you know, you guys probably want to hear my opinion on the bash changes that are coming up, making them unreactable and everything. But you know, and you guys probably aren't going to be surprised to hear that I don't like the changes. But you probably think the reason I'm not liking the changes is because I just want to be able to react where everybody can't. That's probably why you think that I don't like the changes. That's what most people think whenever a reactionary player says they don't like the changes. You're assuming that the reason I don't like it is because, oh, I can do better and I can react and other people can't and I want to win and blah, blah, blah. But that's just simply not the case. The case here is, guys, Zhanhu's bash is reactable, okay? But he has a dodge forward heavy that reaction players will react to, and I know this because I myself react to it, and many other reaction players, like I fight Real YX, Ranquist, Bean. You can do these things to these really good top-level PC players. Let me back out so I can finish my thought here. And if you do the dodge forward heavy and you delay it, a lot of reaction players, they don't necessarily react to orange. They just react to movement within a forward dodge. They see any type of movement within a forward dodge, and if that character's only option is to bash, then they're just going to see movement. They're just going to dodge attack. But with Zhanhu and many other characters, Shaolin, a lot of characters that have dodge forward bashes, and everybody's like, oh, I can't open up because they can react. And even though that's probably not the case, like 99%, you're not going to run into reactionary players that can react to bashes very often. It's going to be once a month maybe, which is just a non-issue. And that's if you're at the highest skill level already anyways. But like, I never run into them. You guys watch me, I upload pretty much every day. And how many times have I run into people that can react to bashes? Like once, twice since I've been doing YouTube, which I've been uploading pretty consistently for the past year. Like, it's really just not an issue. But the reason I don't like the changes is because it dumbs down the mind games and the mix-ups, right? So If I am playing Zhanhu, I can do a dodge forward heavy and bait them. If I think they're going to react to a bash, I can do a dodge forward heavy feint and then parry their dodge attack. If I think that they're going to be scared to do a dodge attack, then I can just feint into a GB, right? So, and if I think that they're going to read that I'm going to do a heavy mix up, then I can just bash, right? So they're still having to make a read and a reaction. So it promotes reactions and it promotes reads, being able to do this. And a lot of characters have this. I mean, we can literally go through BP, same thing. He can do a dodge forward heavy, and they will, if they can react to your bash, you can literally just do a dodge forward heavy and recovery cancel into your flip and flip their dodge attack. If you think they're just going to dodge and then GB you, you can go into your stance and then throw an unblockable. Their GB will bounce off. It's more in-depth reads that are having to be made, which is why I love this game. It's really in-depth. First, you're having to read whether they can react or not, and then if they're going to react, and if they do react, then there's other options to dealing with it after that, which is really, really cool in my opinion. Lawbringer, he has his dodge forward heavy, which is not as effective, but it's still. Excuse me, guys. I'm just coughing a lot. Excuse me. Ever since I got sick, this cough is just lingering. But his dodge forward heavy doesn't work as well as it used to, but I still know it works because even real YX, I can do a dodge forward heavy feint and he'll do a dodge attack thinking I'm bashing. A lot of these characters that have quote unquote reactable bashes have unreactable options from neutral to where they're going to have to read if you're going to have to do you're going to do a bash or not anyways. Like Yorm, same thing. She doesn't have any open or else she's completely reactable from neutral. Or she has a dodge forward heavy that's feintable, and if people are reacting to your bashes, you can just bait dodge attacks all day. If they don't dodge attack, you can feint to a GB. There's plenty. Even JJ, he can do a dodge forward heavy and recovery cancel into his Sifu, except for like Berserk and Orochi, you have undodgeable light attacks. And then he can punish your dodge attack with that. You know, there's plenty of characters. Kyoshin he has a dodge forward heavy and he can recovery cancel into his all guard and punish your dodge attack. There's a bunch of players, even Orochi, his dodge forward light, he can literally do a dodge forward light. Reaction to players will dodge attack it. You can recovery cancel and do a dodge and deflect their dodge attack. So every character has something pretty much, except for like very few, which are characters nobody complains about anyways. Like Warlord, he doesn't really have an option like that. Centurion doesn't really have an option like that. And instead of dumbing down this mix-up, I really do believe that we should encourage this mix-up because it's very high level, and most people don't use it. It's only seen and used consistently at the highest level of play, which is where this skill gap is coming from, the reactions and the reads part of it. And people want bashes to be sped up because they just don't have as deep of an understanding of the game as those high-level players do. And then whenever they hear backlash from reactionary high-level players, they're just assuming that it is because they just want to win, when in reality, it's because the mix-up is far more interesting than dodge forward 50-50 from neutral over and over and over and over again, right? That's literally it. So I just want you guys to know that. And for instance, again, like Medjay, he doesn't have a lot, but Ocelot does. You know, his bash is reactable, but you can do the dodge forward light, and they're going to dodge attack it. And even if they dodge late, they'll still get hit by it. But if they do dodge on time and react to it, then you can do a follow-up, another 400 millisecond light and tag them. Or you can go into your hyper armor zone in chain and tag them with that. And if they have like recovery cancels like Orochi and they dodge attack you and they read that you're going to do the zone, then you can feint it into a GB. There's just tons of options these characters have that have quote unquote reactable bashes that force reactionary players to make a read regardless. And players are so used to relying on the basic tools on the tools that are like literally right standing in front of your face, instead of learning the game and getting more in depth and understanding what works and what doesn't work and studying it. And so now we're seeing this change take effect, and it's just way dumbed down. So for the high level players who know this stuff and utilize this stuff at a high level and get to that enjoyment that I get out of the game from these crazy reads and reaction, it's a read and reactionary rewarded read and mix up. It's really sucky to have learned all this and experienced that depth of reads, and now we're gonna lose it, and now we're gonna be losing to warlords that just know how to dodge forward and GBU, or dodge forward and don't GBU. Like that's the most dumbed down thing ever. Whereas this is just a 50-50 read, and the other one, there's so many more variables in the equation that it felt amazing. And I have clips that if you guys are interested in seeing that I can throw in a video real quick at some point. If you guys are interested in what that looks like at a high level, I mean, the gameplay doesn't even look anything like you guys have probably ever seen. because I'm very aware how to deal with reactionary players on a lot of these characters. And so their bash is reactable, but they also have an unreactable. You can't differentiate between the bash and the dodge forward heavy or whatever other move that a lot of these characters have. You can't differentiate, so they have to make a read anyways on whether they want to react or not. And that's only applying to people that actually can react to bashes, which is like almost none realistically. And so that's why I might be in support of like making the bashes 466 ms, so they are still reactable at a high level, but differentiation between that and a dodge forward heavy is going to be completely impossible at that point. Then that would encourage the reaction and the read aspect more, instead of just being able to counter people completely from neutral. So I mean, that's my take on it, you guys. I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to disagree with me, but I want you guys to hear a reactionary player's perspective, and also for you to understand that it's not that I want to win. It's not that I want to cheat. It's not that I want to have an advantage. It's that it's dumbing the game down in a negative way. And people already have the tools to deal with players that can react, and they just aren't aware of it. And it's gotten to the point where the developers are taking it into their hands to dumb the game down so that players can compete. But in reality, all you guys have to do is just learn the game more and utilize these tools. And it does work. I use it all the time, and I have it used against me all the time. And it definitely works. So, excuse me. But anyways, I'm gonna stop ranting. But if you guys are wondering my opinion, that's where I stand. I'm definitely not a fan of the bash changes, but it's not for the reason you think. It's it really sucks to see, honestly. I'm really not going to have fun running into Dayu Fools from now on and literally just getting 50-50 from neutral and losing every single time I run into him, even though he isn't, even nearly as skilled of a player, but it's going to be like the hardest fight of my entire life now. Definitely not going to be the most fun, But anyways, let's hop into the next fight. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing me go on and on. Let's see what we got in the next one. GG to that last guy. All right, you guys, we got a new opponent. Obviously, it is a Shaman. Let's see what we got, baby. Let's see what we got. Oh, wow, you baited it. Nice. Huh? Let her rip. Nice parry. Ream advantage. Let her rip again. You're insane. Okay. Let her rip again. You're literally cracked. Oh my gosh. This is why Shaman's insane. Okay. How? No way. Oh. How? I let everyone fly? Okay, so is he reacting or is he reading? I mean, he's on console, so I just don't really think that he'd be reacting to unblockable flash. Excuse me. But we will see. That was crazy. Like, holy crap, I've never seen somebody react, like, literally every single one. That's crazy. I feinted it. There we go. I didn't think he would do it. Oh, I didn't think he would do it again. That doesn't hit! I made the read and it doesn't hit! Dude, the one time. I can't bait that? Parry it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I tried feigning into a light parry there. I baited it like 3 times in a row, and then he didn't do it any of the times. And then as soon as I stopped baiting it, of course, he lied to me. And then the second time, I baited it again, and then I just wasn't able to feint in time. It was impossible to. So that's crazy. I didn't realize. I thought that wasn't a thing anymore. Man, he just lights me out. Man, that's unfortunate that he dodged so early. That doesn't work. Oh, right on my heavy, dude. Shaman is absolutely insane, you guys. This is how Shaman is played at a high level. What? Like, I just don't understand what I'm supposed to do. Oh, dude. And the heavy doesn't input. I'm gonna parry it. Okay. Oh my gosh, we won. Goodness. Okay, so he's not reacting. You guys can tell. He's doing... excuse me. He's doing dodge attacks and whatnot. So obviously not reacting. He's just making cracked reads. Absolutely insane. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Aw, man. I actually didn't mean to do that. Yeah, that just doesn't work on players that don't react. I knew he was going to read it. There we go. I knew he was going to read that. Oh my gosh, that felt so good. Okay. I knew that he was going to read a light interrupt, so he feinted and went for a light parry. But I threw the heavy instead of the light. And so he feinted and went for the light parry, which was a big brain read because I haven't done it like really a single time. And it was the perfect opportunity to do it. And I just knew that I just had a gut feeling. He goes for the light parry, I throw the heavy, and it runs him out of stamina because he went for a parry early, man. That literally won me the game, that read. That was really good, man. That Shaman was freaking cracked, man. Jeez, Shaman can be tough in the right hands. And that right there, you guys, that's a good Shaman. Good fight. All right, we got another new opponent, and it is a Zhanhu mirror. Ooh, fancy. Let's see what we got. Gonna hit him with his own. It's gonna get deflected. Okay, no, it's not. Why did I go for it? I don't know. Light me out. Holy reactions. Light him. Oh! Oh my! Oh! Oh my gosh, the reactions were just literally on point. Like, I mean, dude. Guys, if you guys want some entertaining gameplay, that was it, dude. Like, that feels so good to do. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. That was absolutely insane. Dude, I am just cracked right now. What is going on? What am I doing? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I'm recording this. This is how I play whenever I'm in like custom matches and I'm like just chilling and I have no stress on my shoulders and I'm not recording. This is how I play normally. So it's so nice to actually get this on recording because I never perform this well whenever I record, ever. Frame advantage. Nice parry. Oh, dude. Frame advantage again. Light him. We are just differentiating in the whole nine, man. Oh, messed that up, though. How does that hit? He just got ripped. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it. Frame advantage. Oh, dude. That's it, man. Oh my gosh. That was such a fun game. Like, that was such a fun game. But that right there is why Zhanhu does need to be buffed. But again, you guys, he doesn't know, excuse me, that the dodge forward heavy will catch. So he's not even using it. And most people don't use this. And so they don't know. They don't know that it's going to work. And all he had to do there was open up with actually nothing other than that. There you go. That's a neutral mix-up. It's not guard breakable. And it's unreactable. And he could just bait me. And then he doesn't even have to, you know, it is Zhanhu versus Zhanhu. So then he'd have to parry my dodge attack. But he could just dodge attack my dodge attack, you know? So, like, it was just... he just didn't have the tools because he isn't aware of it. He wants to rematch, though. Let's see what we got. GG, brother. All right, we got a rematch. Here we go, man. He's on Kensei this time. So he does have some... Dude, this cough, it's tearing me up, guys. He does have some truly unreactable mix. This is going to be the last fight of the video, though. Let's see what he can do on Kensei now that everything isn't reactable. Oh, I thought I was able to get my my dodge attack in there. Okay. There we go. Oh, I feinted it early. That's why he got that. Oh, nice. Go break. Let him here. I keep thinking I can do it fast enough. Guard break him. One more time. Light me. Light. There we go. Okay. He's playing around the the palm strike pretty well. Dude, this cough, guys. I'm so sorry it's been in so many videos, but like I can't do anything about it. Like I'm human, and it is just... I don't know if you guys have had that, but I get sick probably once a year, and then I have a cough that sticks around for like a month or two after. Like every year, it sucks. Zone him. Why am I doing it, dude? I'm just an idiot. Oh, nice. Nothing. Nice. Let her rip. Oh, that was insane. Ring advantage. Guard break. Yeah, baby. Yeah. That was insane. Did you guys see that? He dodged, and then he did like a super delayed dodge forward heavy. He didn't even mean to do that. He meant to do a dodge forward and then heavy to go into his pommel strike mix-up. But that happens to me all the time, too. I literally, I think in my last Kensei video that happened, and I was like, what? Like, why are you able to delay it that much? I have no idea why. It doesn't make any sense. But you can, for whatever reason. What? See if we can hit him with the light. Good read. Oh, nice. Dude, he made it again. So can he just dodge that every time and just like be fine? Oh, but that time he parries. Just gonna let this one fly. Oh, dude, what a way to end it, man. What a way to end it. Oh, he got really close that last round, dude. He really did. He played Kensei well. I could tell he definitely knew what he was doing. That was definitely not easy. He mixed me up really well. And he made a lot of good reads whenever I was like recovery canceling and whatnot. And he made good reads whenever I was going to light. And he dodged it. Very cool, man. Very fun fight. But anyways, that is going to wrap it up. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. But I do want to say, yeah, you guys give me your opinion on the bash changes down below. Try to keep it civil. You guys can maybe give me some comebacks on where I am wrong in that sense. I do understand there are characters that do need something to mimic that kind of gameplay, and I think that tweaking these characters to have a tool like this would be a lot better than like literally just make a dodge forward heavy that comes out relatively fast, and not even the attack, just the animation starts relatively fast. The attack speed doesn't need to be fast; it just needs to start early in the dodge. And make it feintable, and then pair that with a dodge forward bash, and problem solved is the way I see it. And you get to keep the complexity of reads at a high level. You get to keep the reactionary players fun that are at a high level. And if you aren't a reactionary player, you're still able to deal and keep up just fine with reactionary players because they're having to read just as much as you're having to read. So I really think that would be a better solution. And I think that it's a solution that a lot of people aren't aware of. So I kind of wanted to just say that to maybe make people more aware of it. And if you guys run into me, seriously, try it. Play a character that you genuinely believe is fully reactable. Play BP, and then come up against me and then just spam dodge forward heavy. You're gonna demolish me. I mean, you're gonna absolutely demolish me. I'm gonna have to start making crazy reads in order to beat you. And you'll see it does indeed work. So, I just kind of wanted to bring that to light. Because I think just sitting there getting dodge forward 50-50'd from neutral over and over and over again for an entire fight. I personally don't think that's fun at all. I don't think anybody is. It's just a glorified coin flip scenario. Or as I heard a subscriber say one time, basically tic-tac-toe covered in medieval clothes. That's pretty much what it would then become. So I'd prefer that to not be the case. I really like the complexity, and that's why I was also somebody that actually liked zone option selects, because there was a lot more complexity to reads there. It's the same kind of thing. If if your opponent who is zone option selecting reads that you're going to bait it, then they can throw a heavy. And then if they read that you're going to parry the heavy and you're going to bait the heavy instead of the zone, then they can feint the heavy into a GB. There was just a lot of in-depth reads there that were lost whenever the zone option select got taken out. And I was really upset about it, but I got past it and I'm happy and it's all right. It wasn't that I was bad and I wanted to counter all unblockables. It was that it added a lot of depth, which I really enjoyed having. And the same thing with this. I'm not complaining. I'm not just bad. I don't just want to beat players that can't react. It's just the complexity is what I love about this game. And the complexity feels like it's slowly getting removed because people who aren't very aware of how to handle the game and don't have a huge understanding of the very, very, very highest level of play in this game complain about it when in reality they already have tools at their disposal most of the time to do something. So yeah, that's just my take on it. And obviously there's cases, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be comments of cases like, oh, what about this cat? What about this? Tweak them. Just tweak them slightly and they will work. Like Shaolin's works amazingly. His dodge forward heavy paired with his kick works amazingly. You wouldn't believe how well it works. It works so well. So, if you're talking about characters that like a Rochi or something, just tweak the characters to have something instead of completely revamping and dumbing this all down and simplifying it and making the skill gap smaller and smaller and smaller over time. I think the good players should be rewarded, and that's just how it is. And I think every aspect ever since man has existed, genetic advantage has been rewarded, and that's just the way it is. So I mean, it sucks to just have that taken away from you on the spot, especially for for basically no reason in my eyes. But yeah, please keep it civil. I'm a nice guy. I want you guys to know that. I don't like any toxicity. I don't like arguing. I'll have a conversation with you guys, but if I get any hint of rudeness, I just would rather leave the conversation and be done with it, because it's not even worth talking. So please bring up some valid points, and maybe I'll get proven wrong. I'm perfectly fine understanding the possibility that I could be wrong here. I just don't see why that doesn't work alone. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.